plenty of personal failures, okay? But I think the question is which one that sort of had a more profound impact on my career or life afterwards. I must say that I did not have anything life-shattering or something that questioned that qualified for a seismic event in my life. My life was pretty much rather smooth and predictable. Okay, I was absolutely determined to be a theoretical physicist. Okay, to us, physics was something very high level, very sexy. Okay, on the first day entering university, we had to do a physical. But one of the items in the Chinese higher education system, and they still do today, is to test whether you are colorblind. Okay? So to my big surprise, they told me I was colorblind. Okay? Now, I never thought I had a problem. Okay? I didn't have a problem really, seeing this red. But only after they told me I was colorblind, I started to realize, what I saw was a little bit different from, my peers or my parents or my sisters. And the bad news was, if you're colorblind, you could not do anything but mathematics. This was a requirement even there today. So I decided, okay, I'll do mathematics. But it was a very disappointing day for me. It was I was devastated, I could tell you. So I went back and cried for a whole day, and I became very resistant to the idea of even, putting in any kind of time to do mathematics, because this was really not my passion. So in the first couple of years, I think in the university, I was doing okay. I didn't put in any significant effort into the study because I didn't think this was something I wanted to do until I think it was the end of the second semester. I was viewed as a good student. Okay, in fact, even though I don't think I put in a lot of effort in, I was still, my grades were pretty good. Okay, then the second semester, there was a physics course. By that time, I was already got into the groove of not putting in much effort in anything. Okay? So in the physics exam, I really did not put in as much effort as even my typical effort in class. And this was actually turned out to be a fairly difficult. It was thermodynamics. Okay, it was fairly difficult. So, so we had a final exam. I thought I did not so great, but I thought I did enough to get maybe a B or something. Okay, and it was to my total shock that when the final exam, the grades were given, I had actually the second lowest score in my whole class. It was a total F. Out of 100 points, I got 38. I still remember, 38, okay? 60 was passing, right, in China. And of course, the teacher, knowing that I got really hurt by this, was very gentle. He said, don't tell anybody, but you need to take the makeup exam, okay? So, but I knew that, of course I was devastated, but I also knew that if I just kept it quiet, not telling anybody, everybody would speculate, what was going on. Eventually, the rumor would get around, and it was probably not even worse, right? So I actually decided just to tell my friends in class that, it was very shocking, but I actually failed. Everybody came saying, "Oh, how could you fail the class?" Because they didn't expect me to fail of all people. They didn't expect me to fail any class. How could you fail? It was. I would have to say that even though it was devastating, the response, the fact that I got it out of my chest, my fellow students were able to, come to talk to me, even joke about it, made me feel a little better. So that was a watershed moment for me. I really worked very hard in my classes and in my study. So I was straight A from that point on. In fact, I graduated with the second highest GPA of my class. Really, I thought that particular event helped me realizing that, first of all, you really have to put in effort doing whatever you do. I mean, if you don't have passion, you really cannot succeed. This is my view. Okay, so you can be okay, you can be competent, but you cannot be top of the profession or whatever you do if you don't have passion in it. I actually afterwards, I will say one thing, I really developed a much more passion for mathematics after I put in the effort, not before. You don't develop passion simply because by not working hard, right? You got to work hard first to develop this appreciation for a subject, then you can have passion. Okay? So I thought later on I truly began to like mathematics, and frankly I never regretted afterwards. Do not be frustrated by temporary setbacks. In fact, those temporary setbacks only make a student stronger, only make you stronger in the future.